In this video, we are going to discuss sp3 hybridization. First of all, we'll see the meaning of hybridization. Hybridization is actually mixing and recasting of atomic orbitals of same atom. And this atomic orbital must have nearly same energy. If the energy difference is more, then mixing of that atomic orbitals is not possible. That means hybridization is not possible. So we have to consider only mixing and recasting of atomic orbitals of same atom, where the orbitals having nearly same energy. That mixing and recasting of atomic orbital is called hybridization. If there is mixing and recasting of one s orbital and 3 p orbitals, there will be, then this is called sp3 hybridization. Again, one more thing I want to add here, that the number of atomic orbitals mixing and recasting or undergoing hybridization equal to the number of hybrid orbitals formed. That means if here 1s orbital mixed with 3p orbitals, total 4. So we get 4 sp3 hybrid orbital. Each orbital is now called sp3 hybrid orbital because it's having both s and p characters. S and p characters of the s orbital and p orbital. So because of this, each orbital is called sp3 hybrid orbital. Now we are going to discuss sp3 hybridization in carbon. Now see here, when we write the electronic configuration of carbon, we can see in the valence shell there are 2 unpaired electrons. So as per the VBT, carbon should form this kind of molecule because 2 lone pair electrons forming 2 covalent bond and 1 orbital having a pair of electron that is shown here. This is very unstable compound. We can't even isolate. So this unstable compound, that means, and one more thing, carbon forms 4 bond. So if there are 2 unpaired electrons, we can't explain how that 4 bonds are formed. So this concept, hybridization concept, is now considered to explain why carbon is having 4 valency. Okay, now after writing this electronic configuration where 2 unpaired electrons present in the valence shell, and this cannot explain why there are 4 bonds around the carbon. Now here I have shown the energy of all atomic orbital. 1s orbital lowest energy, 2s orbital, then 2px, 2py and 2pz having little more energy. But you can see here the energy between of 2s orbital and 2p orbitals are nearly same. So very less difference is there. Now what happens in carbon? One electron is excited from the 2s orbital to the empty 2px or 2py, 2pz orbital. So 2px or 2pz orbital. Right. So this is called ground state electronic configuration and this is called excited state electronic configuration. So after excitation of electron, you can see here now in valence shell there are 4 unpaired electrons. So 4 unpaired electrons means it can form 4 bonds. So the one problem is solved. After that, what happens? These 2s orbital, 2px, 2py and 2pz orbital, these 4 atomic orbitals combining together, mixing together to form 4, I repeat, 4 atomic orbitals mixing together or undergoing hybridization, we get 4 hybrid orbitals, s and 3p orbitals. So each one is called now sp3, 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 sp3. If you see here, in all these 4 hybrid orbital, all these 4 sp3 hybridized orbital, there is 25% s character and 75% p character. Now you can see all these 4 newly formed hybrid orbitals are equivalent. Their energy is same, their shape is same. Now see, if you want to show this by using a diagram or diagrammatic representation, then you know the s orbital is spherically symmetrical and p orbitals are dumbbell shape. Both lobes, there are 2 lobes of p orbital having 2 lobes just like dumbbell. So if two lobes are on the z axis, this is 2pz. Similarly, this is 2px and 2py. You can see all these orbitals are having, means s orbital and p orbitals having different shape before hybridization. But when they mix together, we get a different shape. Now, this sp3 hybrid orbital looks like this. Two lobes, but one lobe is large and another lobe is a smaller lobe. So this is sp3 hybrid orbital. And now this sp3 hybrid orbitals, all four hybrid orbitals are equivalent, and they have taken the different orientation. You can see here these sp3 hybrid orbitals are lying on the, they are forming a tetrahedral structure where the bond angle is 109.5 degrees. But here in p orbital that bond angle was 90 degrees. Now this is a separate. I remove this sp3 hybrid orbital and it looks like this. So this is all about sp3 hybridization. So once that carbon forms sp3 hybrid orbital, it can form covalent bond with different atoms. Now you know hydrogen, if I write here hydrogen, its electronic configuration is 1s1, just one electron. So this atomic orbital is there, and there is a formation of a bond between carbon and hydrogen after sp3 and 1s orbital overlapping. So this covalent bond is formed, this covalent bond is formed, and these and these. So the bond angle is 109.5 degrees. So this is a simple molecule which is methane formed after the overlapping of sp3 hybrid orbital of carbon and 1s orbital of hydrogen. So in this way we can explain the shape and we can explain how that bond or this bond is formed. So this is all about sp3 hybridization of carbon.